Welcome to episode 90 of Gintama. Last time it was Bleach, and it was really funny, so I have no idea what we're going to get this time. Could be anything. If I watched any of the preview, I don't remember it. I don't think I watched any of it at all. I tend to avoid most of the previews nowadays, so we'll just see what the hell we get. Let's watch it and discuss it. Subtitles and timer are on the screen if you want to follow along that way, or you can pull up the episode on your own. But either way, let's go in 3, 2, 1, play. Alright, we got somebody with a lighter right here at the start. Hasegawa. Haven't had a lot of focus on him lately. I love the black and white. Deep, noir, mysterious stuff. We saw him a little bit, I think, in episode 88. But we haven't had a lot of focus on him in a long time. Last time I remember him being involved more was in the Kochikame zombie episode. Nice. Okay. Hot cowboy lady. Cowgirl, I guess. Does it? Seems like pretty normal, but okay. I don't know about here in Japan. Seems to be I don't know, is she literally a white woman? Is she an alien? Are white people all aliens? Probably. No money, no stripping, or whatever she was doing. Elizabeth? Hello, that's the most terrifying face you could ever run into in the middle of this. I thought they were going to stop, and like whoever was in this car, they were going to talk to them about something, but no, they just ran him over, and it was Jessica. Didn't he just get kicked out? She stopped her show like immediately after that? Some old dude. Oh no. I hope the whole episode is black and white. That would be cool. It's probably not going to be. Probably going to come into color soon. Right now. Well, it's still kind of faded, or it's very stylized. I'd love it if the whole episode looked like that, but I don't think it will. It'll probably be normal after the OP, so... What if the rest of the episode has nothing to do with that? That would be funny, too. What if that was just the opening, and we never see Jessica again? Or maybe it would be great if we had like a running thing that just kind of happens in the opening scenes of every 10 to 20 episodes. We just check back in on Hasegawa and Jessica, and like the cover stories in the One Piece manga, how you get the narrative on the covers. Just something like that we check in on every now and then, or something that happens in the background from time to time, like that episode of Community where Abed delivers a pregnant girl's baby entirely in the background, and you might not even notice that it's happening, but he runs into her like 4 times throughout the episode, and it's great. Yeah, they should do shit like that. It will probably be relevant in the rest of the episode, though, so let's see what happens with Jessica, the hot cowgirl lady. But while the OP plays, let me say that if you enjoy these videos, subscribe to the channel. Gintama comes out every Tuesday and Thursday with other videos every single day of the week. Also, check out the description down below for Twitter and Discord links if you want to hang out there, and Patreon, where you can go to support this channel, get these videos early, vote in polls to decide what shows I watch and all that. Thank you very much. I'll shut up now. And now I'll start talking again. Because that's what the point is. If I say nothing, then what am I even doing here? Nice. Madao. That sucks. Gotta throw it all out. Okay, cool. Oh, goddamn. They died. They just straight up died. Well, they're going to the hospital where they will presumably meet Hasagawa and maybe Elizabeth. Whoa. You two? The better they taste, the scarier when they're bad. Okay? He's been through a lot of shit. It's true. It does seem like, you get to a certain point and there's nowhere to go but up, but how do you really know when that point is? You might think you've reached rock bottom and there's nothing that can get worse. Wow, God, kill me. I hate you. But yeah, you might think that things can't get worse, but then they do in unexpected ways, and you don't know when you've bottomed out. Well, she seems like a very nice nurse. She's very helpful. You gonna fall for this random nurse? I don't know, maybe it can be something good. Maybe he'll just keep getting injured on purpose so he can keep coming back here and spending time with her. Is that right? Why 16? I'm sure they'll get along fantastically. The Twitch. Yeah. Whoa. Oh yeah, he'll love to hang out with his friends. Oh yeah, that's true. Is it though? They don't care. They're all doing it. Well, you've made them feel better, I guess. She's even after eating his. My sentence just exploded. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, she's eating his bananas too. Okay. Just walked into the doorway. A 7? Wow, a 10. It elevates you that highly just like that? Well, that's mean. That's cruel. Yeah, if the bottom is like -10, then a 3 is pretty good. So what's going on with her? Her eating the banana might have actually been an important plot point. Oh no, if the nurse is sick. Is she in love? And she's distracted? Bad news for you, Hasagawa. You can't do it. The love sickness. So who is it? Elizabeth? Is Elizabeth here? Maybe they just put Elizabeth with the old men because they didn't know where else to put him. Ah, there you go. I hope she's in love with Elizabeth. Oh, please. Please. Oh, Katsura's here too. Maybe she loves him. Aw. Maybe it'll be a twist. Maybe they'll think she's in love with Katsura, but it'll turn out to be Elizabeth. Please, I pray to you. That would be so funny. Please. I could easily see it going that way. And I hope it does. They're gonna think it's Katsura, but she really is in love with Elizabeth. I think that's where it's going, and I hope it is. Like in the Grinch movie, the live action one, where the lady is just like in love with the Grinch. She just like thinks he's hot. And it's really weird, but it's kind of funny. It's like, okay, she's just into him, I guess. Okay. If it's not Elizabeth, I'm going to be so disappointed, but just the idea that it is really funny right now. My anticipation for the eventual punchline is making all of this really funny. So even if that ends up not being the case, I'll still have fun watching the episode, thinking that it is, and it's just a rewatch that would be a letdown, but we'll see what happens. They're gonna like try to hook her up with Katsura or something, but then we're gonna find out what I hope is the truth. Well, there's one guy, same guy. But now that we've got them all here, this nurse and everything, I don't know how we're gonna go back to the Jessica thing. Two-parter? Maybe we'll do the hospital stuff here, and then the next episode we'll go out of the hospital. But it helped him out a lot. It made him feel really good. I think they can understand that. Yeah. Let's help her out. If Elizabeth just gets into like a stable, steady relationship with this woman, please. That probably won't happen, but it'd be funny. Okay. Sounds like some Okita advice. By the way, even though we saw Okita last time, apparently that half of that episode was filler. Which is pretty good filler. Because it was funny. They expanded upon the manga content by doing it again for the Shinsengumi in a funny way, so I liked it. But yeah, so we haven't really actually seen Okita since his sister died. They're gonna accidentally operate on Katsura's brain. They're gonna accidentally lobotomize him. Oh, okay, yeah. We just took a scan of your brain just like that. There was a crunch and that did it. If you eat a crunch bar, it scans your brain. Oh yeah, this right here, this is a oh my god. They could just make up anything. Anything at all. Oh shit, hospital love affair. You have a kidney stone in your head. What is that? What is that? Apparently he knows what it is, and that's all that matters. Or not. He doesn't know. That could never happen. That would be like Goku dying of the heart virus. We need somebody to come back from the future with some medicine. Don't kill her. The Z-rays. See, I'm talking about Dragon Balls right now. It's even better than X-rays. Oh, that one. The machine. It beats them up. Did that say Diaper God? Just a cardboard box? You know, I've never been hospitalized, never had to deal with any of that shit. Spent very little time in the hospitals. But I think that makes perfect sense. You just put somebody in a cardboard box, and if they have cancer or something, it just kind of goes away. The cardboard box beats the cancer out of you. It makes sense. I do have a medical degree, so I know what I'm talking about. I don't go to hospitals, though. I work from home. Oh, I thought he was going to crash into her. I'm like, no, stay safe, lady. There's Elizabeth. See, every time they do this, they're both in the shot. So that's obviously very intentional. So I am very confident about this now. Which makes it predictable, but I don't care because it's funny. Like, it's predictable because that is the funniest way they could go with it. And I want it to happen. I don't care that I predicted it. It's still funny. Oh dear. Whoa! Holy shit! What kind of hospital is this? We're gonna get freeze frames for everybody. That's a good one. Oh god. I want to die. Oh, the fucking blood moon. You know, I was kind of right that the Jessica thing had nothing to do with anything. Like, that's how we got here, but we haven't gone back to it at all. Maybe we will later, but for now, I was right. It's weird how I can predict everything and still really like it, because it's still fun. Okay. That's a nurse's job. Let's get a confession scene. Please, I need to see it. I need it in my life. So the confession went well. Their boyfriend and girlfriend, right now. Like, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the punchline. No. Oh, here it comes. I've been waiting. Yeah, okay. Yeah, come on. There you go. Fantastic. It's not disappointing. It's everything I hoped it would be. She's just fucking thinks Elizabeth is hot. He does have a mysterious quality about him that, I can't blame somebody for being attracted to. So I guess that's just a thing now. I really hope it continues. I really hope it carries over into future episodes. And the nurses are like, what the fuck? Yeah, when are we going to go back to that? Going to be in the elevator? M-Man. Okay. Bam. So I guess Uchino and Elizabeth are gonna fuck. I hope that they do. Please, on camera. There he is, the mysterious old man. So we're going into part 2 with that, I guess. Elizabeth has a new girlfriend. And now we cutting to this ED with Elizabeth. Okay. Is Elizabeth my favorite character? One of them is at the top, for sure. Is up there. Because it's just such a meme. Like, how can I not love him? Her. It. Them. All of the above. Elizabeth is all, and all is Elizabeth. Oh, there's a lot of time left. Oh, okay, I guess I'll sit through this. There's clearly stuff after the ED. So let's wait and see what it is. Elizabeth should just be a total ladies' man. Like, everybody should be attracted to him. But no, it's funny to have this one person who's just, for some reason, she's just into it. Why not? Look, he's a cool biker. What's not to love? Alright, what's up? The Ginsan Turns Invisible chapter. Okay. Was this like a little short thing in the manga, and it's being done in a short way here? Why is it CG? Elizabeth is on that manga magazine over there. Okay, he's invisible. So we don't have to see him in CG. But why is it all like that? Okay, and it's POV. First person. From Invisible Gintoki. Odd. Yeah, apparently. You could do a lot with this. Like, you could have a whole episode about this. Oh, they're all invisible. You could have an episode where everybody in Japan is invisible. Then what do you do? But apparently they're doing some short little thing with it. I have no idea why. Is it everybody? What? Shinpachi? Sadaharu? What? Oh, yep, there we go. Even the dog is invisible. Okay. Why is this happening? This is so weird to get this after that episode. It sure seems that way. Oh, everyone. I was right. Again, you could have a whole episode about that, but are we going to resolve this issue in the next minute or two, or this is something else we could cut to every now and then, and just an update on the random invisibility plotline. Yeah. Ah. Oh. He just forgot to... Jesus fucking Christ. Gintama, you beautiful bastard. the editor of the show just forgot to turn on the layer that had them on it, that had the characters on it. So they were invisible. That's honestly like the best punchline that could have possibly had. Oh, I love it. Anyway, let's talk about that episode. All right, so this is a quick little audio insert before we get into the actual discussion. I want to keep that discussion how it is when I filmed it, just for authenticity, but I want to insert this little bit in here at the beginning. So, apparently, the old guy is Matsudaira, and I didn't realize this. Now, when he first showed up at the beginning of the episode, I thought, oh, that looks like Matsudaira, immediately, but I just assumed it wasn't him, that it was just another just old guy, because he just kind of looks like a normal old dude, whatever. And so, figured we'd see more of him later. So then at the end, I also, maybe just because of the black and white, I also just thought, oh yeah, looks like Matsudaira. But I didn't think it was him, because I thought they were setting it up to be someone different with a new story that we're going to follow with Hasegawa and this Jessica girl and whatever, that this was just going to be some other old guy. So I didn't think that it was actually him, but apparently, yes, it was. So, okay, I didn't realize, but that's him. So I guess, I don't know if this story is not continuing then. If it's not, that's funny, because it had nothing to do with anything, and I think it's just parodying Sin City. But, yeah, like, if they just show that, and then it was just an excuse to then get this hospital storyline with Elizabeth, that's funny to just completely throw it away. But also kind of disappointing, because I was actually interested. I wanted to see where it was going to go, and I wanted to see more of Hasegawa, and I thought it would be going into a part 2, but I guess it's good to know that now before watching the actual episode 91, because then I would have been distracted during that episode. But yeah, so I know that now. I just wanted to throw this in there. Just keep that in mind while you listen to the rest of this. All right, episode 90. This was a funny one in many different ways. Just real quick, the whole after credits thing where everybody was invisible. Pretty good. I didn't see the punchline coming. It was very weird after the episode we just had, why we're suddenly doing that and why it was 3D. But that felt like it could have been the plot of an entire episode. Somebody, literally any character, is invisible. Multiple characters, everyone in Edo, which it turns out to be, they're invisible. Why? What kind of hijinks are they going to get up to because of that? There's so many things you can do there. So I was wondering why it was happening at the end of an episode here, and if it was going to be resolved at all, and if so, how in such a short amount of time. But the punchline was perfect. I didn't expect it. It's something that only Gintama would do. And so for it to just be, oh, if we just cut out to live action and the editor just didn't make the layer visible that has characters on it. And so now they're visible and it's fine. That was perfect. I loved it. But yeah. And we also have the whole black and white and the stylization with the way the colors were at the beginning and end that I really like. And we'd like to see more of continued into next time since we're going into a part 2 apparently, which is cool. But yeah, I love that whole opening, focusing on Hasegawa, which we haven't done in a while. Him being all down on his luck and everything going on around him. That's really good. Glad he was involved here. And it's funny how so much of my speculation was kind of true. I was like, well, what if that was just totally random and we don't focus, like the rest of the episode has nothing to do with that. Not entirely, because the rest of the episode is a continuation from that. He gets put into the hospital because of what happens, and clearly we are continuing directly with Jessica and the mysterious old man, the M-Man, next time. But for the most part, yeah, this episode has nothing to do with that opening. Like, he could have been put in the hospital for other reasons. That is continuing next time, and we focus on something totally different. But like I was talking about in the reaction, I do think it would be a really funny idea to do something like having some kind of continuous plot line that we just cut back to sometimes. What was it in One Piece? I think I've brought this up sometime in the past, and I can never remember what it is, but I think I remember something in One Piece where every few chapters they would cut back over to something else for like the final panel of the chapter. Like Luffy or Usopp or somebody was just off doing something else. And so like the chapter would happen, and then the last panel, it would just be a small panel where it just shows whoever it was off doing the thing they were doing, like they were lost or something. And we would just cut back to that in the last panel of every couple or so chapters. Just something like that. Or like I said with the One Piece cover pages. You could just have this continuous story with a side character that you just cut to sometimes, that you just use an opening or an ending scene for sometimes, or that happens in the background. Because that did happen in Community. The episode is just playing out in front of you and Abed isn't really in it. But it turns out he was in the background the whole time. And there's a whole story going on in the background of him meeting a pregnant girl and all this stuff with them and then helping her deliver the baby. And I showed that episode to my dad and I showed it to my girlfriend and myself watching it. I know all three of us personally didn't notice him in the background at all the entire time. And then I go back and I show it to them after the fact and they're like, wait, what? That was happening back there the whole time? You could do crazy shit like that in Gintama, but yeah. I did like the way it was structured because there was a lot of just different stuff. The opening, tying back into the end, the plot that we get in this one, which was funny, the after credits, the fact that it's continuing next time. There was a lot to keep me on my toes. But the main plot just was very simple and predictable and yet still really funny. Because like I said, I predicted that because it would be the funniest option. Even knowing that it was going to happen, I thought it was a really good idea and I wanted it. As soon as they were talking about somebody she might be in love with, I was like, please let it be Elizabeth. And then when they showed Elizabeth, triumph! But then they showed Katsura, and I was like, oh, damn it. But then I had that moment, like, wait, what if? Yes, they have to. They have to do it. That has to be what it is. They cannot pass up that comedic opportunity to have this woman inexplicably be in love with Elizabeth. So yeah, she's just attracted to him. Like I said about the live-action Grinch. Just because. He's got a very mysterious air about him, that's for sure. Elizabeth is a mysterious man. Maybe a mysterious old man, even. And you can't help but be intrigued, and maybe that intrigue will extend further into attraction. So yeah, even though I knew where the whole thing was going, I wanted it to go there, and I was worried that it wouldn't. And I was like, well, even if it doesn't, I am enjoying myself watching this episode just with the idea that that's where it was going to go. Just that idea was making me smile and laugh. And maybe if it doesn't go that way, I'll be disappointed on a rewatch, but for now I'm still having fun. So the fact that it did go that way is fantastic, and seeing them at the end, even though I expected it, was still very funny. And I would love it if it became a continuous thing. If we see more of her, if they stay together, if we get like relationship developments between them, if other characters react to it. I don't know if it'll go that far. I kind of doubt it. I feel like that'll be resolved in the next episode. But for now, it's pretty funny. And whatever the deal is with this Jessica and this old man, I have no idea. I don't know what we're getting out of that, but just the fact that we went from that to this totally unrelated hospital stuff with Elizabeth, and now we're going back to that. I love the structure of it. It's really funny. Just the food poisoning and everything. All the stuff. Just the fighting. The fake doctors. With a pawn. Whatever the hell that means. Cardboard box. So a bunch of random shit in there. But yeah, the main stuff was with Elizabeth. And the fact that the ED is what it is pretty great. Mr. Raindrop also would have been funny. Just Elizabeth dancing along in that song, but just watching Elizabeth be like a badass biker, just riding along in solitude on the country roads after that episode devoted to him getting a girlfriend. Pretty good. And it was nice to see more of Hasegawa. He's been here for a very long time. We used to see him more often when there were fewer characters, but the cast has expanded so much that you can't see all these side characters all the time. So it was cool to see him, and Katsura and Elizabeth as well, and just to see him wanting to do this thing and repay this nice nurse because of what she did for him, even though he's not having a lot of luck in life and he just keeps having a bunch of shit pile on top of him, and you never know when it's going to start to get better, if ever, but I hope it does. The joke of him just being in a horrible situation in life, being the Madao, that's funny, but I root for the guy. I hope that maybe he can start to turn some things around, that maybe something can go well with this situation with Jessica and the M-Man, whatever it may be. I don't know, maybe he can have something good. Even if it's just a little thing, even if it's just the start to him getting something better in his life. Maybe we can get that. I don't know. But I guess we'll continue that next time. For all I know, the next episode is going to have nothing to do with this. and it'll just forget it. But I hope we continue that. I hope we see more of that black and white style. Hopefully Elizabeth can hang out with his girlfriend. Some good stuff with Hasegawa. We can learn more about this Jessica lady. She was pretty attractive. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe she'll fall for Elizabeth too. Everyone will fall for Elizabeth. That's the end game. Why not? So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this episode. I thought it was very entertaining. Did you expect the Elizabeth punchline? How early on did you expect it? Did you like it regardless? Let me know your thoughts and we can talk about it. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to see more, check out the Patreon and all that stuff linked down below to support the channel. Really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.